You're going to love this version of banana bread that I just baked. It's got this deep, rich, chocolatey color and it's really crispy on the outside but soft, moist and slightly dense in the best way from the inside. So I started with 4 bananas in total, and honestly I had a bit of a situation. Ideally you should use ripened bananas for this. Mine were really fresh. So I wrapped them up in a plastic and left them out in the sun for the entire afternoon. I just went ahead and used them anyway. I mashed all the 4 bananas really well. This step is really important. You don't want any big lumps in there. You're looking for a smooth, slightly glossy finish. And this is exactly how it should look once it's done. Now I'm moving to my dry ingredients. I will be using this bowl to measure everything. So first, 1 cup of full whole wheat atta. To that I added half a cup of ragi atta and then half a cup of oats powder. So in total that gives me around 2 cups of flour mix. I like doing this because it makes the bread a little more wholesome, especially since I'm making it for my toddler. Next comes the sweetness. I've added around 6 to 7 tablespoons of powdered white sugar and then 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. This gives me that slight caramel flavor and also makes the bread softer and more moist. Now for the basics, baking soda and baking powder. I'll mention the exact quantities in the description box. And now my favorite part of this recipe, the cinnamon. Using a really good quality cinnamon stick here, and trust me, it makes all the difference. The moment you start crushing or grating it, you get this warm, slightly sweet aroma and it instantly lifts the entire batter. It's not overpowering at all, but it blends beautifully with chocolate and banana. And if you're wondering which one I'm using, I've linked it in the description box. Now I have mixed all the dry ingredients together. At this stage, I also added 1 tablespoon of my homemade seed mix. It's a small addition, but it adds a nice nutritional boost without changing the taste so much. For the wet ingredients, I added some ghee to the mashed bananas. This is homemade ghee, so I'm comfortable using it for my toddler as well. Now I gently combine the wet and the dry ingredients. The idea is to fold everything together and not over mix it, just enough so that everything is well combined and smooth. Then I'm adding about 3/4 cup of milk to bring the batter together. You're looking for a consistency that's not too thick and not too runny, something that flows but
And
still
now
holds the
another
structure.
favorite part, the chocolate.
I chopped up a mix of milk and dark chocolate and added it to the batter. At this stage, it almost feels like a thick dough, so the chocolate chunks mix in really nicely and stay evenly distributed. Give it a final gentle mix just to bring everything together. And now it is ready to go for baking. I'll be using this for baking. I've lined it up with parchment paper and greased it well. Then I'm gonna pour in my batter, but once I'm done with that, I'm gonna tap the tin lightly to level it out. You want it to evenly spread so it bakes properly. It goes into the oven at 180 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes. Once it's done baking, do a quick knife test. If it comes out clean, your bread is ready. Let it cool slightly at room temperature, then gently remove the parchment paper. And this is the final result. It's soft, chocolatey, wholesome, and honestly, it smells incredible. If you try this recipe, let me know how it turns out for you. I genuinely love to hear your version of it. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel, especially ones that you can make at home without overcomplicating things. I'll see you in the next one very soon. Don't forget to check out the description box for the full ingredient list and exact measurements.